Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Bruno Fernandes is one of the truly
Applies the finish! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Luis Suarez, looking here to chip it through. And he's managed to get free. It's Luis Suarez! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Such sharp play, and he's been looking so good this half, and yet he doesn't convert.
He's had it taken off him. Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. Played out to the right. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. And it's Hullet. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. And here's Suarez. Now it's Messi. Yaya Toure. Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Italy with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Milan are looking to go forward now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to gift it back. Bale makes the interception. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Good ball over the top. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. So we're still where we started right now. Lahm. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the pass is intercepted. Italy looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't...
Terrific header! Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Odegaard. Italy do have a chance to counter here. And this is Luis Suarez. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Wirtz. Wirtz going face-to-face with his great rival. Bale. Now it's Hullet. And it's Bale. Bruno Fernandes. Now Ødegaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Italy have their second corner now. Ferdinand is there and he can get that clear. Crosses it in. He gets big. There is the genius of Luis Suarez. He's got himself an absolute peach. Italy are back in business. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came...
Shot a goal! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Lahm. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Out towards the flank. Ødegaard. Ferdinand. Out of play for a throw. In with the challenge. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He might be in, he's had a shot! What a wonderful goal! Oh, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Milan go into the lead. Bale. And there's the end of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And we're off again. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's through here, brilliantly cut out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he was quick to react. Bale. And it's Hullet. And it's Ødegaard. Now, can they get him away? Plenty to aim at here. Now, in he goes again! Oh, that was no routine save.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Saliba with the clearance. Picked out, brilliant shoots! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Lam brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Bale crossed in early. It's a goal kick. Bale. Bruno Fernandes. Yaya Toure. Ødegaard. And it's Gullit. And Gullit! Missed by a fraction. Corner number 4 coming up here. And that has been cleared.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cafu. Wits. Bale. Hangs in, big header! Oh, taken with style! And it's Gullit. Luis Suarez! And he's there to clear it. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Best. He's got away. Aimed into... Climbs up big! Off the post! And that has been clubbed away. Ødegaard has created one goal already. Gullit. And Gullit! They want to be quick to recover this. Bruno, decent chance! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 13.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Robson.
Beckham. Il numero 14.
Robson! Oh, it's hit the post!
Italy really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Played out towards the right wing. And the shot! Goal, Italy! And the comeback is complete. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite...
Oh, what a climb! Toure gets it clear. And here's Roberto Carlos. And that should get the job done. Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Xavi. That's good vision. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Ferdinand. Koundé. So that's it. It is all over. Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast. A big header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. And that has been clubbed away. Played in by Roberto Carlos. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, and again!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cross from Cafu.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his...
Bullet! And he's managed to get rid. Koundé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And a shot! That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. And it's Bale. Vitz. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Pull it.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rafael Leao. Cafu charging forward down that flank. Driving on and making good progress. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Rafael Leao. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Robson.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Ødegaard. Robson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira. That's Vitz. Half an hour played now. Out towards the flank. He's in space and looking for options.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Koundé. Yaya Toure. Quality ball. Robson looking understandably energised after his goal. Some really good ball movement. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Italy finding their passes. That's a good ball out wide.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And this is Messi. Now who's going to be first to this? He's going for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short. And it's Ødegaard. In it comes. Deftly away. Bale. Van der Sar. Bale.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And he's quick to get it clear again. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Robson. Best. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. It's a pretty loose pass. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ferdinand. Over to the left, played back in. And it's Hullet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass it through. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Now it's Rafael Leao. Cafu. Ødegaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Italy have reclaimed it. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Is there any support? He might not need it. Ødegaard. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Searching pass he's played there. Neatly clipped into space. It's Luis Suarez! And now they can clear their lines. Italy looking to pass their way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Koundé looking to penetrate opposition lines. Best distributed tidily. He is through here. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Corner number 2 then.
Numero 10, Messi. Numero 4, numero 19, numero 24. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Il numero 11, il numero 17, il numero 2.
And it's been taken short. Xavi, quick look, then plays it in. Crossed in once more. best. Little pass back. Knocks it out wide. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Good ball, good Best!
Best really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Yaya Toure. And it's Nesta. Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And this is Xavi. He's got a... and he shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Italy surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Turns back here, probably the best option. Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Ferdinand. And it's Hullet. Now Yaya Toure. Back into the middle, looking tidy in possession here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Italy nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. And it's Koundé. And that's gone loose. We are into overtime. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.